Just moving some of this stuff out of the way here. Okay. So we're going to remove the cord from the blower. Now today I'm using a 2-horsepower blower. When you rent a bounce, you will be given the proper blower for your attraction. All the bounces that we have that we rent out only require one blower. They only require one blower to operate properly. If there are 2 of these chutes, this is a air chute, I'm going to call it a chute. Some of the bounces have 2 of these air chutes. If it has 2 air chutes, you need to tie off one of the air chutes like such. You take it and you tie it off. So if there's 2 chutes, you tie one of the chutes off as such. You only use one blower again. The reason why some of the units have 2 chutes would be so the unit can deflate faster, and also once units get older, you can actually put 2 blowers on an older unit. None of our units require 2 blowers because our units are all new. All right, so I'm connecting the chute to the blower. I'm going to make sure this is nice and straight from here to there. Okay, so I'm connecting the chute to the blower.
Daddy.
Yes, can you help me do this?
Daddy.
Yes. Okay. Here, we're gonna pull this way. Here, pull it this way. Pull. Okay. Little Donovan just helped me tighten the chute to the blower. Okay, and this is the point of the day where we are going to be looking for electric for the event. But before you plug in the electric, you need to make sure that either your electric plug that you're plugging into your household is a GFI, or you'll need to use a GFI that is supplied by Phantom Shadow. We have 2 different flavors of GFIs here. This one just happens to be a longer unit with a 3-prong at the end. This is just a same thing, same kind of GFI. We're going to use the small one today. And we're going to plug it into here. And then our extension cord goes from here to wherever we find electric. Okay, once again, we are going to make sure that the deflation flap is totally Velcroed and secure. We have electric, and we're going to make sure the electric line is not going underneath the bounce. It's important that you don't run electric underneath a bounce. Okay, go ahead and turn the power on. This is where you need to watch your kids. Make sure your kids are not around. Right, Donovan? Okay, he's going to turn the blower on for us, which is fine. But now this is the point where we have to blow up the unit and allow it to blow up fully, and then we need to secure it. You can secure one of the O-rings on the bounce with a anchoring device while it blows up, but just one of the 4 anchoring devices. Because what happens, this bounce will expand, and once it expands, we have to pull out the D-ring, which is connected to the carabiner, which is connected to the O-ring on the sandbag. So it's now blowing up. It should take about a big whopping 3 to 4 minutes, if that. The ramp will pop out. Again, we're making sure our child is not near the bounce while this is blowing up. Usually children can become very excited when they see the bounces going up. So it's important that you watch them and make sure they don't get on the bounce until it's fully anchored. So I'm going to go ahead and connect this second sandbag to the front over here. Just going to pull on the D-ring on the side of the bounce. But I anchored the front 2 for now while it blows up. It's now blowing up. Now sometimes you have to help these things up a little bit. Just give it a little tug to get the air flowing inside. The blower is connected to the chute, but as you can see, the chute is kinked. So therefore the blower thinks, well, this is blown up, everything's good. But there's actually a big kink here. So what you need to do is you need to make that so that kink goes away. So you can move the chute. You might have to remove the chute totally. Okay, and you pull this back, There, now it's nice and straight, and then you can fully connect your chute to the blower. Now it's straight, this bounce should go up pretty quickly. I'm going to put on the sandbag. The sandbag has an O-ring, and the sandbag has a carabiner. Most units have a D-ring. See, it looks like a D. Can you stand out of the way here, buddy, a second? A D-ring, or some of the units have an O-ring. This Jurassic Junior bounce has a D-ring. We connect the carabiner to the D-ring. Now when you're ready to pack up the unit, you always leave the carabiners on the sandbags. So you have a sandbag, O-ring, carabiner. Always leave the carabiner on the sandbags. Now today, if I was going to use stakes, I would put the stake down through the D-ring of the unit, and I wouldn't have sandbags at all. I was in the impression today was going to be on macadam, so I brought sandbags instead of stakes. Either is safe, but you have to make sure it's anchored somehow. All right, now the deflation flap in the back is not fully closed because there's a pocket here of air coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this and I'm going to re-velcro the deflation flap. For the deflation flaps, you want to make sure there's no air coming out. Now, we're going to push on this unit so it goes up in the air and extends. There it goes. I'm going to tug here. Some of the attractions do need a little bit of help with the first stand. Okay. Again, we have 2 sandbags on this side and 2 sandbags on the other side. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get out the cushion which goes in front of the ramp of the attraction. This is the gymnast type cushion which is required by the state of Pennsylvania now at all attraction entrances and exits. So I'm going to place this in front of the ramp on the exit ramp. Okay, now I do have a carpet to put over that. You can put a carpet underneath it or a carpet over top of it, but the important part is you need to have the cushion which is required by the state of Pennsylvania. Now today what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the carpet underneath. I mean, you could put the carpet over top the cushion, but today I'm just going to put the carpet underneath like such. And then we have the cushion, so kids come out of the bounce onto the cushion. Now at this point the bounce is anchored. It is ready for children to test it. Donovan, where'd you go? Donovan! Hey buddy, come on now. It's time for you to test the bounce. Okay. All right. Now, here, stand beside Daddy. Now. Today our tester is little Donovan Dennison, Yawkey. Can you say hi to the camera? How are you doing today?
I'm doing today.
No, how are you doing today? You having a happy day?
Yes.
Okay. We were going to go to McDonald's this morning and play on the playland, but we got a little busy with some things that we needed to do today. Is that right? Okay. Can you take off your shoes? Because if you're going to get into a bounce, you have to have your shoes off. On each bounce, there are instructions from the manufacturer. This bounce, it says, whether operated indoors or outdoors, this unit must be tethered at all times. Tethered means anchored. So in other words, we've used the sandbags. We've used sandbags to tether the unit. Okay. A trained operator must be present at all times. So as a parent, if you rent a bounce, you do need to supervise your children to make sure they are bouncing and doing everything properly inside the bounce.